From this day in history
to assemblies and prom,
we're scooping the news. One scoop or two. Please kneel and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morrow and welcome to the royal edition of Guest Anchor Fridays on the Inside Scoop. I'm Baron von Hoffmann, and you are but a sand flea in the camel's armpit.
And I'm the Earl of Swan, son of Stephen, Warden of the Midwest, and you are nothing but a graveling twit. Today is the 29th of May in the year 2015. You may have tuned your elephantine ears early enough to hear the enchantments before the show began today. The first song we played was Heartbreak Hotel by the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley.
And the second song which you heard was Kiss by Prince and the Revolution. I took great pause before finally deciding to play that song because as a king, I'm truly terrified by the word revolution.
But his real name is Prince, so it's kind of royal.
The last song played just for a few grains of sand was The Thrill Is Gone by B.B. King. King passed away just 2 weeks ago at the age of 89.
And if your birthday is today, I don't really care. You are but a peon in my kingdom, peasant. Nonetheless, if you were birthed on this day, you have the same birthing date as King Charles II. He was the monarch of all England, Scotland, and Ireland. His mother bore him on this date in the year 1630.
Patrick Henry was born this day in the year 1736, and you were born too.
Blast it! Again with the revolution. Patrick Henry, a prominent figure in the American Revolution, was born this day in the year 1736. You might remember him for his famous line, "Giveth me liberty," or "Giveth me death." I, personally, would have given him death. Rise up against a king and you should be put to death. That would have been my royal decree.
And also born on this date was the closest that America has come to having a monarch. No, not that simpleton George Washington. I'm talking about the American King of Camelot, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States.
Say, is there any relation to our Mrs. Kennedy, our beloved English teacher who is retiring this year?
Well, she denies it, but Sir Cush of Cushbottom insists that her middle name is Fitzgerald.
And now for some royal history. It was on this date in the year 1328 that Philip VI is crowned King of France, but who really cares? He was a pompous buffoon.
What's wrong with the French? Not all royalty needs to speak the American, like Peter II, who became Tsar of Russia on this date in the year 1727.
Speak American? You want diversity? Well, on this day in 1807, Mustafa IV became Sultan of the Ottoman Empire and the Caliph of Islam.
Wow, here I'm just trying to manage my Netflix queue. Well, in 1425, the Hongqi Emperor of China passed away at the ripe age of 46. His name means vastly bright.
Ah, yes, most remarkable. Truly a king by his actions, if not by birth. Edmund Hillary, along with Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, became the first man to reach the top of the world, Mount Everest, in the year 1953. But after his ascent to the top of Mount Everest is when his most noble accomplishments took place. He devoted most of his life to helping the Sherpa people of Nepal through the Himalayan Trust, which he founded. Through his many efforts, many schools and hospitals were built in Nepal. He was appointed Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire in the year of our Lord 1953.
Did you say Knight Commander? That's pretty royal.
Indubitably. He was known thereafter as Sir Edmund Hillary, and he was the only New Zealander to appear on that nation's paper currency during his or her lifetime. That honor is usually bestowed on deceased individuals and current heads of state. Let's give 3 spirited cheers for Sir Edmund Hillary. Hip, hip, hurrah! Hip, hip, hurrah! Hip, hip, hurrah! Baron von Hoffmann, shall we now converse about this fine educational establishment?
Most certainly. Carry on.
Thank you. Last Tuesday was a most unusual day for an assembly, but assemble they did, and through some form of evil necromancy, we can show you exactly what it looked like if you were one of the unfortunate souls who did not attend.
We must remember to talk to our kingdom's magician to find out how one records events in such incredible detail. It's most remarkable.
My servants have reported that the royal dance will quickly be upon us, the night of revelry known as prom.
Indeed, and if you young fine squires haven't procured your finest accoutrement from the local haberdashery, the sand is running out. It has been said that the haberdasherers at the Friar Tuck Shoppy in South Coast Bazaar will allow a discounted rental of fine men's apparel.
I hear that the discount could reach possibly $45 whole, whatever those are. In my throne room, I prefer to make it rain pieces of 8.
Bah, that money is for pirates. I roll in my gilded carriage and drop florins like it was the year 1630. And I hear tell that the peasants working there will return $10 to the kingdom of Century. One needs only to mention the secret code G4206. That is the most gracious of them, and they should most certainly be thanked for their kindness and generosity.
What was that secret code again?
G4206.
G4206?
Yes, G4206. But when will the revelries begin?
It has been ordered that the festivities will begin at 8 o'clock in the eve at a location known to the locals as M3 Live. 'Tis a strange name for a pub.
Well, it's my understanding that it's not quite a pub, more like an arena of sorts. An establishment constructed for the sole purpose of festive occasions like this one. I don't think pints of milk are given or can be acquired there.
Neither should they be acquired any time before the festivities begin, because individuals who arrived already crocked won't be allowed admittance into the M3 Live establishment, even if the theme is A Night in Paris.
Wonderful movie. Speaking of getting all spruced up, I've been wanting to do a Who Wore It Better segment for quite a while.
Aha, really? Since when?
Well, since right now. Let's give it a royal go.
What is that? A radioactive samurai swimsuit?
So you aren't going to speak foul of Salida A. Banks or for whatever reason?
No. Is it such a tragedy for somebody to wear a $10,000 dress that somebody else in the world bought? Talk about first world problems.
You're right, Sir Earl of Swan. If I see somebody wearing the same shirt as me, I give them a royal high five and tell them, "Hey there, peasants. I like the cut of your jib."
Maybe we can go beyond models and singers from American Idol.
Okay, how about this?
We have comedian Gilbert Gottfried and Mr. Cush of Cushbottom. I'm going to have to side with Cush, since he's supposedly watching my class right now. Miss Hernandez, whispers, please.
Oh, this guy.
Hey. Hey. Hey! That's professional golfer and Masters champion Jordan Spieth. He is but 21 years old and already won the Grand Tourney at Augusta, hence the green jacket, a trifle bestowed upon the king of golf.
Or...
I think I wear it better, actually.
Well, here's another one for you, gents. How about this guy? Or Mr. Goodrich. Unfortunately, Mr. Goodrich could not join us today as he is on the crusades for the National Honor Society.
That is correct, and I hear that his chicken suit is in the cleaners. Well, my chap, shan't we return to our attentions back to the news of the kingdom?
The annual trip for the uppermost classmen to Sir and Mrs. Connaught's berry farm of Sir Connaught's will occur on Monday, the 15th of June, and tickets are still available from the window, the kiosk that serves the Associated Student Body Guild. But the ticket sales will cease to be next Monday, which is the first day of June. If one has a membership card from the Associated Student Body, the outlay will be 60 of your American dollars. If one does not have said card, the outlay rises to 65 American dollars.
We have it from reliable Centurion informants that there will be a buffet of the grandest style and that you will be able to eat to your heart's content. It sounds like a most joyful event. Make sure you bring paper of $60 value to procure your admission document.
Scholars, are you on course to matriculate at the end of your fourth and hopefully final high school year? Is schooling during the summer months unnecessary for you? Are you looking for merriment during the summer months whilst improving the likelihood that the university admissions officers will look favorably upon you?
If you responded in the affirmative, then it's full steam ahead for you, improving your written craftsmanship for university while enjoying levity with friends, exploring science, art, and culture. What could be more advantageous? I hear that they will be making 4 journeys outside the Kingdom of Century to ascertain what culture lies without. The Lady Park in the room labeled 403, or the Lady Manti in the encampment numbered 309. Either should be able to impart to you all the pertinent details of said experience. You are sure to have a most exciting time.
Say, my good chap, I'm also ruling over a summer school program with Mrs. Wright and Mrs. Abatsaglu. Demystifying STEAM, where we will be making art, building circuits, programming machina, and with any luck, taking over the world with our robot army. Yes. That makes up for only having 2 field trips. Can the other programs even strive for robot conquest? I think not.
The Church of St. Anne at 1344 on the south portion of the main street is seeking some philanthropic souls to assist with an event that will prepare the village for the eventuality of an emergency or cataclysmic disaster. The affair will occur on Saturday the 6th of June from 8 in the morning until the sun is at its zenith. Volunteers will aid in the setting up of the matter, greeting of participants, registering the participants, and the eventual cleaning after the event has concluded. If one is interested, one should contact Miss Susie Sandoval at susie.csandoval@gmail.com or call to her in a very loud voice, "Hey Susie, I'll help." It's said that she can also be contacted using the following numbers as well: 714-543-5259. I don't understand how those numbers will facilitate telling her that you wish to help, but there you have it. Once again, that's on Saturday the 6th of June from 8 in the morning until the noonday.
'Tis time to congratulate the student scholars for the month of May. They are freshman Yaribel Aguila, sophomore Melanie Mendoza, junior Jesus Santiago, and senior Alexis Ulloa. It is our highest hopes that these denizens of the kingdom on century will continue their studies to become great philosophers, practitioners of medicine, or whatever their academic pursuits.
Whilst speaking of the scholars of the kingdom, we would be remiss if we didn't announce more Centurion of Honor Awards. Centurion of Honor Awards are bestowed for momentous advancement in areas identified by individual pedagogue. Evidently, the recipients must have shown improvement in one of our kingdom's pillars of conduct, commitment, honor, or success.
Good Sir Himmelberger is recognizing Valerie Valenzuela, Alfonso Tepete, Fatima Vasquez, Karina Rios, and Ruben Martinez. Good Mrs. Fidel is honoring Tena Arenas, Karen Mendoza, Ricardo Miranda, Felix Alcantar, and Karina Villalobos. We offer our most humble congratulations for all your accomplishments.
'Tis also the time to acknowledge those of great athletic prowess. The persons being so recognized for the month of May are Sophia Tam, who participated in the game with the softball, and Christian Lopez, who participated in the game with the hardball. We need persons as such to protect the Kingdom of Century from marauding knights, sentinels, rebels, colonists, and the fast flight of falcons. We thank thee for your protection of the honor of the Kingdom of Century. I dub thee Centurions of the Most High.
Young ladies of the kingdom, do you have interest in joining the squad whose participants kick a ball into netting with their feet? Do you wish to represent the Kingdom of Century as a member of said party? If so, there will be a convention of participants on Tuesday, the 2nd day of June, following the end of your schooling for the day. Said gathering will meet in the compartment of Instructor Butler at 3 in the afternoon until approximately 20 minutes hence. Being discussed will be dates and times of practice and tryouts for the next season. The meeting is compulsory in all returning new participants. For all returning participants, should one have questions, seek out Instructor Butler in her classroom, which is the 14th classroom on the lower floor of the 5,000 building. Not to be confused with the dungeon, mind you.
Oh, thank you. And by the way, there are but 39 books that recount the past year still available. These so-called yearbooks are selling quicker than the plague spread across the continent of Europe. And, like the plague, not many will soon be left. In order to obtain your personal copy of the yearbook, you need to exchange $85 with the person behind the ASB window, if you can show an ASB card. If you have no such card, you will need to submit $5 more for a total of $90. And do so with haste, as the grains of sand are running down. When they are gone, you will go without.
Those in the kingdom who are readers, which is strictly forbidden except for the highest priests in the kingdom, there will be a clandestine meeting for those who like to read books and folios. She referred to the meeting as the book club. the last one of the year. If you have partaken in Mrs. Rodabar's books, you need to return them post-haste. Besides bringing the books to the meeting, also bring a friend or two. Twine. All are welcome.
This Lady Rodabar is very verbose. Here's another announcement from her. She proclaims, and I quote, "Attention all Century students. If you have borrowed any book or many books from Mrs. Rodabar's classroom library, please return them as soon as possible." She continues, like I said, she's very verbose. "I hope you enjoyed reading them, but I don't want you to accidentally forget to return them before the summer begins." Well, we would like to give our best regards to the class of 2015. Sincerely, you know I love you. I'm proud of you. We can't wait to see what you can do. And thank you so much for a great year. We're going to miss you guys. Have a great day, Century.
Bye.